Castles and medieval history are embedded in the fabric of places like England, France, and Scotland. So what is this castle doing right in the middle of Pennsylvania? And what secrets is it willing to share? Hi, I'm Drew, and that's Bethany.
Today we're in Doylestown to explore a castle. Now, the US doesn't have centuries of royal history or knights in shining armor, but this location will make you feel like you're in a different time.
What drove one man to preserve the past and his life's work in such a spectacular way? Stick around as we explore Fonthill Castle.
We're on our way to see Fonthill Castle, and we love castles and have a history of exploring them in our adventures. The Lummis Castle and the Rubel Castle, which is very near and dear to our hearts. But today, the castle we're seeing is much more of a castle in the sense of where it looks like something out of a European fairy tale.
Can't wait.
Fonthill Castle is a little over an hour north of Philadelphia, near Doylestown. Today we're taking US Route 202 north and exiting at Swamp Road. We'll turn left and in a little less than a mile make another left onto East Court Street. From here, the front gate of the estate should be on the right. The sign is pointing that way.
This is where the address was taken.
Oh.
We'll see. If this isn't right, we'll go that way.
Fonthill Castle. Okay, so that sign, I guess.
Oh, the gate's open.
Oh. Oh, this is a narrow gate.
It sure is. Yeah. Scrape.
Scrape.
Ooh, I love the trees.
I love that it's tucked away back from the main road. That's incredible.
That is definitely unique looking. Sure,
I can't believe it. It's a castle right in the middle of Pennsylvania.
The landmark we're here to see today is full of odd history and hidden details. The castle's owner, Henry Mercer, wanted to make sure to utilize every square inch of this 44-room mansion.
44 rooms?
Yeah, not to mention 5 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, and 18 fireplaces. Am I forgetting anything? We have a lot to see.
We have the keeper of the keys, Thomas, and our official tour guide for today. So Thomas, just a quick summary, what can we expect to see here at Fonthill Castle?
You're about to step foot in a very unique home here. Henry Mercer designed this over 100 years ago, way back in 1908. As a historian, as an archaeologist, he designs this 44-room mansion, collects all these different aspects from his memory and imagination, and you'll see what's inside here and what he came up with.
I can't wait.
Come on in.
Inspired by castles, architecture, and caves during his travels to Europe, Henry Mercer was a jack of all trades. An archaeologist, artifact collector, designer, and tile maker. He knew a simple home wouldn't be enough to contain his thoughts or his passions. So in 1907, he got to work planning to build his very own castle. Room by room, his legacy began to take shape.
Okay, my childhood self is freaking out right now that I'm inside of a castle.
This home we're about to explore together basically has each room designed individually and then just grouped all together. So we're gonna walk into some really weird and funky passageways. Every room is different. Every room is inspired by somewhere else. Even take right now, I mean, look at the ceiling. Henry Mercer was an archaeologist back in the 1800s exploring caves. He literally wants you and me to feel like we're stepping foot into one of those caves that he explored back in his younger days.
He just put that personalized touch into going, I want this element in my home. I'm gonna do it myself.
Yeah.
What I noticed too, this was built in 1910, but I feel like we're gonna see a lot of modern elements that were ahead of its time for the time period that it was built.
This is a turn of the 20th century home, but he really wants it to feel like an old medieval castle. At the same time, you're also seeing directly above your head a light bulb.
Right.
So you're gonna see that a lot from Mercer. You know, he wants the convenience of the present, but he always said he wanted it to rhyme with the poetry of the past.
That's the way to do it.
Mercer was a historian, but he was also a tile maker.
Did he make these by hand here on site, or were they kind of made somewhere else and brought in?
So they're all handcrafted locally here in Doylestown. He had a studio where he designed and produced locally made handcrafted artwork for the modern consumer.
One of a kind.
Yep. So let's head into the library. Take a look around.
Wow.
You think of mid-century minimalism, modernism. This is well before that, as you can see. Take a look at the ceiling above you.
He put stories on top of the best place to read stories.
Yep. 2 boys riding a dolphin. That's some Greek mythology right there. And he's just really trying to show you all about the past with decorative tile, essentially.
And all these books were his books or any added kind of after?
All of these books were his, right? So he has about 6,000 books. He loves romantic literature. He loves Jane Austen, Charles Dickens, the Bronte sisters,
classics.
right? All of that. And as you can guess, probably looking around his home, he loves Gothic literature. So think
Yes.
Edgar Allan Poe. He even has a whole collection of Charles Dickens' work on those upper shelves right there in the red.
Did he ever write any books himself?
He wrote 2 books throughout his life. One was nonfiction. It was this thing called The Bible in Iron, and it was essentially a history of stoves. You'll actually see a lot of stoves
Wow, okay.
and stove plates.
That's a unique topic.
You'll see one right in this fireplace here. These are essentially artistic and practical designs from Pennsylvania Germans hundreds of years ago to basically heat their homes. Nearly every single item you see in here is original. And what you're seeing today in 2025 is really how it would have looked back then.
Untouched by time. Everything is different. You're not going to find probably 2 of these that look alike, right?
No, every door we pass through is gonna look different. We're in the middle of his dining room right now.
My dining room did not look like this.
Yep.
I have a boring table and chairs, but nothing else.
Mercer visits a lot of different places throughout his life, photographing in his mind all of these different places he's visiting. And then when he actually builds the home, he just takes all of those mental photographs and puts them all together. We're also standing next to 4,000-year-old clay tablets from ancient Mesopotamia. He tucks them behind glass.
There's a lot
He
of
preserves
detail
them.
on there.
Yep, they're written in cuneiform. Right? It's the oldest known written language in the world, right here in the middle of someone's dining room. He has numbering systems for his bookshelves. He has numbers on a lot of his artifacts throughout this home. He has different cataloging systems for everything. Think about if you get a gift from a friend or family member, Mercer would receive a gift, he would actually catalog it with a number, with a date it was received.
I can't even keep my Christmas cards organized. Incredible.
We haven't even gotten off the first floor yet.
So we're leaving the dining room and we're heading up to the 2nd floor.
We're gonna go to the 2nd floor.
How many floors are there?
It's tough to tell. There's stairs everywhere.
You have like different
Give or
level,
take-
uneven
give or
levels.
take 7.
Okay.
Almost every room's a different level.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So we're gonna head up this winding staircase. You're gonna see a lot of them.
Oh my gosh, there's so many pictures and carvings. It's a little overwhelming.
Overwhelming is definitely a word I hear a lot here. Even up here, you look out back to his dining room. There's stuff on the ceiling and very tops of the walls that we wouldn't have even noticed down below.
So what is this room?
This is the gallery. Gallery is basically a transition space.
Okay.
As you head on up, you'll start seeing more of Mercer's storytelling, right? October.
Yeah, what's the significance of October here?
October is the harvest season. So, one thing Mercer did around the same time he constructed his home was he is building a museum to house a huge collection of pre-industrial artifacts and tools. Those tools are displayed right here in this design, where he's essentially saying this is how everyday people lived, and he's basically telling a story of how that came to be. He said if you couldn't tell a story with tile, then it was not worth making. He compares this tile to soap, making soap. Something he has to do for the business, something he doesn't particularly enjoy doing.
Okay. But people have to walk on something.
People have to walk on something, people have to buy something.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, let's head up.
Let's head on up. Yeah, watch your step.
So even here we have stairs that go back down and then more stairs that go up.
That cave we were in earlier, that's where those stairs go.
He's making my home feel very plain and boxy.
Yeah. So there are 44 rooms. Mercer did have 66 keys to access all of those rooms.
Oh my gosh.
And his housekeeper, this lovely lady, Laura Long Swain over here, would actually give you your key right from this board behind me. And you can head on up there.
And a door here to close it up if she wanted to.
Is there a key for that door?
There's a key for this door too, yep.
Wait, there's a map room?
There's a map room, there's a crane room, a sewing room, and there is a crypt. We're gonna enter a guest bedroom right now, so let's see how we would have spent the night here.
Okay.
Remember that call buzzer system we saw downstairs?
Oh, here it is again.
Still one right here, right? Take a look over here on the desk. Looks like an old-fashioned telephone.
It does.
Calls right down to the kitchen.
So that's just an intercom though, that's not
Yeah, just an intercom.
And a fireplace here.
And a fireplace.
Is this a working fireplace?
Not anymore, but there were 18 fireplaces here.
But it used to be.
You can imagine, yeah. If you wanted to head to the bathroom, you have to go up a staircase. So let's head on up.
That's definitely different. May I open this?
You may open that.
Push or pull?
You're gonna push straight ahead. The doors still creak in 2025.
Look at this.
Amazing. Skylights. I saw these, we were flying the drone around earlier, and I was
Yeah.
like, there are regular looking windows on the roof.
Yeah, we're in the middle of the home right now, right?
Okay.
So you add some skylights, let some light in. Again, he still has Tyler, right? He's telling stories even when you're relaxing in the evening.
Even in the bathroom, he's telling stories.
We just came out of the guest bathroom, which came from the bedroom, which came from somewhere else. So now where are we?
We're in the garret. What does that mean?
I don't know.
You're essentially in a storage attic right now, right? So Mercer, as a historian, is thinking about how to actually use artifacts for practical use. So he has a dresser, he has a wardrobe, then he also has antique Pennsylvania German chests, hundreds of years old, that he can utilize here in the storage area, basically.
So where does this lead? Not that we're gonna go out there.
Yeah, you know, Mercer labels everything, right? He makes it really easy for us today. What room are we in? Well, we just came from the East Room bath. Almost every single door that we pass through will let you know where you're going.
Oh, I didn't notice
if you need
that
a
yet.
blueprint, a roadmap. Jersey Terrace is right above it, written in tile. That heads up to a balcony. Terrace room. Let's head on in.
Okay, what in the world? Wow.
Follow me this way. We'll go into a bedroom and we'll eventually get to that terrace we talked about.
Maybe someday.
I'm gonna say this again. You've heard it a lot already. Watch your step. Nice and sunny.
Hi.
Wow. Take a look up there. 80 feet off the ground, directly above us, is another balcony.
Yeah, I noticed. How do you get up there? I saw that from when we parked. I was like, there is a very high point.
Another winding hidden staircase all the way up there. Most of us, when we build our home, we have a party, celebrate it, housewarming. Henry Mercer's housewarming for himself was building a bonfire and setting it ablaze in the middle of the summer.
Why not?
My kind of guy.
Right up there.
Really?
On the roof.
Wow.
Everyone, the fire department comes here,
Try to help.
try to help. It's just Mercer.
He's just having a good time at his house.
One thing about concrete, doesn't really burn. So you can think
Very
about
smart.
being a historian, all these artifacts in your home. He wants to preserve that for everyone and for us today. Mercer likes to show everyone who lived here in the castle with him, who helped build the castle, and he has a few dedications for his favorite animal friends.
As we all should.
This right here is Rollo, really big dog, as big as a lab, and he had a lot of them basically stomping through the home even during construction. So we can actually see remnants of that.
Oh, awesome.
Let's go take a look.
Watch your step.
Watch your step, follow me.
Rollo's stairs. Are these the actual paw prints?
Yep. That's a Chesapeake Bay Retriever running through the castle during construction. Story goes, Mercer is 80 feet off the ground, actually directly above us on that top balcony we saw earlier. His dog Rollo wants to follow him up the stairs. He does exactly that. They're still constructing this room. Workers aren't happy with Rollo for putting his paw prints there. Mercer says, no, keep them. They're gonna be preserved for everyone. He even writes Rollo's names, dedicates the stairs to him, and they're still here today.
I love that. I want to do that with our kitties at home. Preserve
Yes.
the little paw print. So there's no title over this door.
That door goes up to the attic. We don't go up there on our regular tours. Our 90-minute behind-the-scenes tour goes up there. So
check
if
that
you're up
one
for
out.
it, we can head on up. It's a winding staircase.
You had me at winding.
Yeah.
You've probably gotten bored of this already, but I'm gonna say watch your step. Okay.
Watch your step. That's going to be the motto of this episode. We're going to create a fun montage every time Thomas says watch your step. Wow. I feel like I'm walking through something medieval in
Yep.
Europe. Drew, you okay?
I'm
you
making
good?
it.
You gonna make it?
I'm making it happen.
It just gave me an out-of-body experience.
There's a lot of things to see inside this house. Sometimes though, you just need an attic.
So Thomas, are we in the highest room in the castle right now?
This is the highest room.
Okay.
And Mercer names everything. He calls this the wind room.
The wind room.
Yeah.
I would imagine he could open up all the windows and get a really nice breeze.
So he was constructing this room right around Thanksgiving, over 100 years ago. It was a really windy day.
Oh, okay.
He calls it the wind room.
Perfect. I've noticed that while all the rooms are architecturally very different,
Yeah.
the color scheme is all very cohesive.
Yes.
And I assume that was intentional.
I mean, he's a designer, right?
Yeah.
So he makes decorative tile, right?
Yeah.
So he is gonna have similar color palettes. I mean, even some of this historical tile, he collects rhymes or matches his own tile he's putting throughout the home. He is a good cataloger. He even tells us that these are roof tiles of China, that they are from the Temple of Heaven in Peking.
So
about
these are
1700.
These are authentic roof tiles that he brought back from a
See all these numbers?
Yeah.
He loves cataloging. This is a cataloging system for those tiles.
Oh my gosh, he has them all numbered.
You could probably build your own museum with this if you took it apart. Just off the master bedroom, this is private study. And we've been walking on concrete. We've been walking on tile all throughout this time in the home.
This is wood.
We haven't been walking on wood.
Why the wood in here?
You're spending more time in here, right? So it's your house. You want to spend the morning in here? Maybe you didn't put on your shoes yet. You want some wood, warmer, lighter on your feet, not as harsh as concrete for standing on it.
Absolutely.
You can just see the explosion of color and the explosion of stuff around you right now.
Yeah. Let me ask you about these pots here.
Yeah.
I noticed you've got chickenware there holding them in, it looks like.
It was put up there and installed by Henry when
Really?
he built the house.
Okay.
We haven't touched it since. So this pottery is basically museum collections from Mercer.
Yeah.
In his private study here of his house. Mercer has so many papers throughout the home today, letters and bills. He has some letters to the editors of Philadelphia newspapers he's writing to, just tucked away in some files here in his study.
The calligraphy on there.
Yes. Better handwriting than me.
Yeah, definitely.
He has a desk facing the morning sun, and before standing desks were popular, he has one too.
He had the
Look
original
at that.
standing desk.
Yeah, look at that.
Is the human skull still in here, or was that just a rumor?
She's getting to the important stuff.
There is a human skull in his study here. It's right on the left of his fireplace mantle. Mercer called it a memento mori. Memento mori means a reminder of your mortality. So you can imagine Mercer stepping foot into his private study every day, seeing that reminder of man's mortality.
It's looking right at him as
and
you
then
walk
getting
in.
right to work at one of the 4 desks.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
You don't want to waste a moment.
Time is precious.
Oh, I see more of his
More
documents.
papers,
Yeah.
right? More prints, more tile, more stuff. This is the map room right here.
Okay.
Oh, this is the map room.
Think about it as a reading nook.
Okay.
If your private study wasn't enough room, come on in here. Think about this like a hotel suite, right? We close this door. Got another door right here.
What? Oh.
Adjoining rooms. Do I know the
Oh.
other person next to me or not?
Oh.
If I do, they're part of my family. Here's our nice suite.
So now it's a double room.
Mercer is a big recycler back 100 years ago. So all these doors we've been walking through, most of them are recycled wood. So
I thought this
everything
was
you
a
see-
door.
Yeah, these look like doors.
Take a look above the headboard right there of the bed.
The handles?
Doorknobs.
Those are old doors.
Yeah.
He's going to estate sales, he's going to barnyards, he's getting recycled materials to build his house.
You're sure they're not still doors, right?
No.
I haven't checked. I know we've gone through a lot of different areas today, but you were excited to see the crypt.
We're asking if we can see the crypt. How do you normally see the crypt if you visit Fonthill Castle?
So we have a brand new behind the scenes tour that just debuted this past year. All those staircases we've been going through, the narrowest ones, the tightest ones, those are the ones on the behind the scenes tour. No one's buried in the crypt. It's just his basement, just like we were in his attic, right?
Okay.
But as we go down there, it's gonna feel like a basement. So
We're ready.
let's see.
Let's do it.
Can't wait.
All right, follow me.
Oh my gosh. I can only imagine here.
Oh my gosh.
And no one's claustrophobic, right?
Not yet.
No.
Oh, the paw prints.
Oh, this
That's
is
incredible.
unbelievable. It's literally like it's walking into a cave.
We're in the basement.
We're in the basement of Fonthill.
This is a house. It may be 100 years old, but it is a house. People did live here.
I'm even seeing, like, even all these artifacts are incredible.
On the note of it being a house, there's a crate for Domino's sugar right down here.
Oh, wow. Wow.
That's the basement. We love having people here visiting. We're open to the public all year round, and we want people to explore this together with us.
Thomas, thank you again so much. We had a wonderful time.
Thank
we
you.
learned so much, and we hope you all get a chance to see it for yourself. The big question is, how do we get out of here?
Yeah, you know, you've asked if anyone has ever been lost, locked in for the night. We're gonna make sure that's not us today. So let's head back on upstairs.
Okay, sounds good.
Let's go. Follow me.
So maybe now for the last time.
Watch your step.
In a time when the past was being swept away by modernism, Mercer wanted to create a safe space where wonders of the world and their history could not just be remembered, but experienced. Fonthill Castle holds more than bricks, tiles, and artifacts. It holds legacies of entire eras.
We have barely scratched the surface of what Fonthill Castle has to offer, but if you want to see more, you can watch our full hour-long tour with Thomas over on Patreon. Links are in the description. Thanks to Mercer's foresight, Fonthill Castle will continue to stand tall for centuries to come.
Henry Mercer didn't just build castles, he built time capsules, and they remain open to the public thanks to the Bucks County Historical Society.
There's so much to see out here, we highly recommend you stop by. If you're interested in a tour, check out the links in the description, and we'll see you on the next one.
Let's head on up. Yeah, watch your step. Watch your head right here. Watch your step. Follow me. I'm gonna say, watch your step.
Watch your step.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
What am I trying to say here?
Watch your step, that's what you're trying to say.
Watch your steps. I'm trying to
Do my job. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Oh, watch your step.
Watch your step.
Thank you. This is the last time today I'm gonna tell you, watch your step.